Mga kababayan, saan ka man sa mundo, US, Canada, Dubai o kahit sa tundo. Kung napapanood mo ang balita kamakailan, malamang narinig mo na matatapang na sinabi ni Manila Mayor-elect Isko Moreno, walang ligtas na kriminal sa Maynila. Pero ano nga bang ibig sabihin nito? Is this a bold promise or just another political soundbites? Sa susunod na ilang mga minuto, we're diving deep into Isko's crime policy, breaking down the stats, the controversies, and the real talk. Para sa mga kabataan at OFWs na gustong malaman ang totoo sa likod ng politika sa Pilipinas. Kung bagong viewer ka, i-hit na ang subscribe button, i-like at i-share sa mga kaibigan mo sa abroad, lalo na sa Hong Kong, Saudi at Australia. Let's make this video go viral para maabot natin ang buong mundo. And hey, if you're feeling generous, send us a super thanks to keep this channel running. Ready na ba kayo? Tara, simulan na natin. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin ang plano ni Isko Moreno para gawing safe ang Maynila. Pero bago yan, let's set the stage. Si Isko, kilala bilang Yorme, ay bumalik sa Manila City Hall matapos talunin si incumbent Mayor Hani Lacuna sa 2025 elections. With a landslide victory, 557,534 votes against Lacuna's 196,850 tambak, no? Pero bakit nga ba siya bumalik at bakit nga ang laking issue ng crime ngayon sa Maynila? We'll unpack his promise na no criminal is safe and see if it holds water. Plus, we'll throw it in some satirical takes kasi hindi naman complete ang politika without a little humor, di ba? Sa mga kabataang Manileño at OFW sa US, UK at UAE, bakit mahalaga ito? Crime rates affect your families back home. Kung nasa abroad ka, gusto mo sigurong ligtas ang mga kamag-anak mo sa Maynila, right? At para sa mga kabataan, this is your city's future we're talking about. So stick around dahil we're breaking it all down with facts, stats, and a bit of shade. Don't forget to comment below. Ano ang tingin mo sa plano ni Isko? Let's start a discussion na rin sa comment section para mas lively. Isang gabi sa Tondo, isang OFW mom sa Dubai ang tumawag sa kanyang pamilya. Pero instead na masayang kwentuhan, natakot siya nang marinig na may holdapan sa kanto ng kanilang barangay. This isn't just a story. Ito ang reality para sa maraming Manileño. Based on NCRPO data, index crimes like murder, robbery, and theft have been a persistent issue. Kahit bumaba ng 23% in the past 6 months, pero bakit parang ang tapang pa rin ng mga kriminal? Let's look at the numbers, ha? Ayon sa NCRPO, murder cases dropped from 208 to 156, 25% reduction. Robbery by 16.99%, and theft by 25.51%. Sounds impressive, ha? Pero teka, 156 murders pa rin yan in 6 months. That's almost 1 murder every day in Metro Manila. So when Isko says walang ligtas na kriminal, is he addressing a real problem or is he just riding the wave of public fear? Let's dig down deeper. Mga kababayan, walang kriminal na makakaligtas, ha? Pero teka, Yorme, paano mo nga ba gagawin? Ha? Paano mo ba gagawin yan? Magpakalat ka ba ng mga pulis? Na parang Avengers? O baka naman magpapagawa ka ng giant wanted poster sa Divisoria? Jokes aside, ha? Let's see what Isko's actual plan is. Pero bago yan, hit the like button if you're laughing with us and share this sa mga kaibigan mo sa Canada at Australia. Kung ikaw ang mayor, paano mo lalabanan ng krimen? Drop your idea sa comments, ha? At baka ma-feature natin yan sa next video. Also, to our OFWs in Japan and South Korea, send us a super thanks to keep this content coming. Let's keep the convo going. So ano nga ba ang plano ni Isko? Sa kanyang mga pahayag, sinabi niya, kapag walang nararamdaman nararamdamang gobyerno ang mga kriminal, malakas ang loob. His strategy is strengthen government presence and law enforcement. This means more police visibility, faster response times, and a no-nonsense approach to crime. During his first term as mayor, Isko was known for cleaning up Manila's streets, literally and figuratively. He cleared illegal vendors and improved public spaces. Now he's promising to do the same for crime. Let's zoom out. In cities like New York or Singapore, police visibility and community policing have slashed crime rates. Singapore, for example, the crime rate of just 0.6 per 1,000 people compared to Manila's much higher numbers. Can Isko replicate this? Maybe not for Singapore's level, pero his focus on government presence aligns with global best practices. Pero teka, paano nga ba gagawin yan ng isang city na may 1.9 million people and a history of corruption? Boss Isko, wag naman po. Natatakot na kami sa police visibility mo. Pero seryoso, if Isko's gonna change criminals, baka kailangan niya ng mas maraming police na hindi lang magsiselfie sa Divisoria. And to our viewers in the UAE and Saudi, what do you think? Can Isko make Manila as safe as Dubai? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe para updated kayo. To our kababayan in Italy and Germany, ano ang tingin nyo sa plano ni Isko? Is it realistic or puro pangako lang? Comment below. And if you're feeling extra, send us a special super thanks to support this channel. Let's keep the discussion global. Supporters love Isko's tough stand, sabi ng PEJUDAP, a major transport group. Isko's leaderships brought order to Manila before and they believe he can do it again. His COVID-19 response, building a field hospital in 52 days, shows he can act fast. For many Manileños, especially those in Tondo and Divisoria, Isko's walang ligtas na kriminal promise is exactly what they want to hear. Pero teka, not everyone's on board. Human rights groups have raised eyebrows, saying Isko's rhetoric sounds like a crackdown that might ignore due process. Plus, his promise to fire Hani Lacuna's husband, a city health officer, has sparked accusations of personal vendettas. Is Isko cleaning up Manila or is he just settling old scores? Let's be real, politika pa rin. Ito, and there's always drama. Sige pero protect din natin ang mga biktima The tension is real, mga kababayan. Pero seryoso, where do you stand? Team Isko or Team Caution? Drop it in the comments, lalo na kayong nasa UK at Norway. Kung ikaw ang nasa Manila, would you feel safer with Isko's plan or worried about human rights? Share your thoughts below, and to our viewers in Sweden and Netherlands. And send a super thanks to keep this convo going. Crime isn't just about police, it's about poverty, education, and opportunity. Manila's 1.9 million residents include many living below the poverty line. Isko's plan to increase police visibility is great, but without addressing root causes like unemployment, baka band-aid solution lang ito. Look at South Korea or Japan. Low crime rates come from strong social systems, not just tough talk. Can Isko balance this? Isang batang Manileño ang nangarap maging pulis para protektahan ang kanyang barangay. Pero dahil sa kahirapan, napilitan siya maging street vendor. This is the Manila's Isko's inheriting. His promise to make criminals puyat is catchy, but can he give kids like this a better future? That's the real challenge. Kriminal magkape ka na kasi puyatan ito. Puyatan tayo. Pero seryoso Isko needs more than coffee to fix Manila. To our kababayan in Finland and Poland, what do you think? Manila needs to be a crime-free. Share sa comment section. What's the one thing Manila needs to reduce crime? Education, jobs, more police. Drop your ideas below. And to our viewers in France and Techa ba yan? Hit that subscribe button and send a super thanks. Isko takes office on June 30, 2025. His first 100 days will be critical. Will he deliver on his promise to make criminals puyat? Or will he get bogged down by politics like his vote buying allegations last April? One thing's for sure, Manila's watching and so are we. Kung gusto mong updated sa journey ni Isko, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Share this video sa mga kaibigan mo sa US, Canada at UAE. Let's get this 1 million views. And if you learned something today, send a super thanks to support this channel. Sa mga kabataan at OFWs, let's keep the convo going. Comment below. Ano ang unang dapat gawin ni Isko sa Manila? So anong natutunan natin? Isko Moreno's back with the vengeance, promising a Manila where walang ligtas na kriminal. His plan to boost police visibility and government presence is bold, but it's not without risk. Human rights concerns, political drama, and the root causes of crime all loom large. Pero with his track record, COVID hospitals in 52 days, cleaning up Divisoria, maybe, just maybe, Yorme can pull it off. Sa mga kababayan natin, no? Diyan sa Hong Kong, Japan at Australia, this is your city too. Your families in Manila deserve a safe, vibrant capital. So let's hold Isko accountable together. Drop your predictions sa comment section. Will Isko make Manila great again? Or is this just another campaign promise? If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, share this video sa WhatsApp, groups nyo sa Dubai at UK, and subscribe for more political breakdowns. To our viewers in Switzerland and New Zealand, send a super thanks to keep us going. Salamat mga kababayan at magkita-kita ulit tayo sa next video. Bye-bye!